Good morning, sixth grade.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, let's see. This whole pandemic has taught us a lot about each other. You've taught me things. I've taught you things. We work together as a team to make this happen. I appreciate each and every single one of you for showing up during this rough time, this unprecedented, difficult time that we've had to face these last 3 months. But those of you that have been consistent, I appreciate, and I want you to know that all your hard work has not gone unnoticed. I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming every day, for working hard, and for giving it your best. Today, Friday, June 19th of 2020, is our last live Zoom class as sixth grade. However, learning doesn't stop now. It's still going to happen. You will be expected to complete iReady over the summer. I'll be available if you need anything, so please feel free to reach out to me. Now, what's going to happen is this. At the end of today's class, please submit me the work for the week. So I'm looking for the week of June 15th to June 19th. Some of you already submitted me the work day by day, so that's fine. As long as I get the work, I'm fine with that. But just understand, for some people on this call or maybe later that watch the replay of the lesson, you need to submit any missing work that you have. And today, all that work, the missing work and this current work, including Google Classroom, exit tickets, and assessments, is going to be due by a hard deadline at 5. That means I am not accepting work past 5 o'clock. So if I were you, once you're done watching this video, this live lesson, I suggest you scan me the work. If you're using Google Docs, even better, you do the answers, whatever you do, your edits, and then you email me the work like a lot of people have been doing. Also, you still need to be completing iReady. Next Monday and Tuesday, let me tell you what that's going to look like. On Monday at 8 o'clock, all of you are expected to attend with myself and Ms. Wong. We'll be proctoring the ELA iReady assessment on the computer. Every single one of you will be expected to come. Upon completion, that means when you're done with the iReady assessment, I will give you the privilege to share your screen to show us that you completed, because you'll get a final number at the end, which is your score. On Tuesday, you're going to be asked to come again back at 8 o'clock because you're going to complete your iReady assessment for math. On Wednesday at 1 o'clock, the sixth grade teachers, we have created something fun on Zoom for you to do with some kind of games and activities. So we encourage you to please attend, because then you'll be able to see all your classmates and your teachers for one last time on Wednesday. Does anyone have any questions about that before I get started with today's lesson?
No.
All right, this is going to be probably one of the last times you guys are going to say and be able to greet Lacey. So say hi.
Hi, Lacey.
So Lacey really enjoyed being home with mommy, and she really enjoyed seeing your faces every day. It was something that she looked forward to, and she would bark or, get nudgy near the laptop. She would be on my lap a lot of the times. So let's get started to today's work. Before I present my screen, I'm going to assign some people who actually do the work with me. But remember, nobody is going to be writing on the screen. So number one, so I'm going to have a reader. So the person that's going to read, yes, you have to come to the activity thing. It's part of your sixth grade curriculum. Reader. So my reader, just start me off. I'm going to assign people. Make sure those cameras are on. I'm going to put it in the chat box. So number one. Okay, so now I'm going to just assign people to read for me. Number one, going to have the student. Oops. Number two, these are the readers for today. Number two, hold on. Number two,
Said, yay.
I'm going to have, who do we got? I'm going to have Daniela.
We got Jasmine sleeping.
Number three, I'm going to have Jasmine. Hold on, let me just get my order here. Jasmine. Number four, again, these are just random. Number four. Oh no, there goes my paper.
Alyssa looking like she got.
Number four, Sadie. Number five, gonna be Zach. Number six, I'm trying to compare, remember who I called on. Demi. And me see. Exit ticket 1 and 2. So now we have, so you guys know, so when it's your number, you're just gonna exit, Lacey, stop it. Exit ticket number 1 is going to be Carlton, and exit ticket number 2 is, let's see.
Look on mama, damn.
Hey, and exit ticket number 2 are going to be Angelina. So these are the students that are going to be reading the problems. Remember, I won't be able to look at the chat, so I'm going to enable the chat. That way nobody can chat in there. I don't know why it's not working.
It's working. It says host disable attendee chat.
Yeah, okay, so no one can chat, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me go share the work. Because it gets distracting. You know what I mean? It's a little difficult. All right, go mute yourself, please, because now it's too much, loves. All right? We don't have that much to do today. Today, your assessment will be your exit ticket, all right? So, all right. So just a reminder, any work that you guys are missing needs to be completed today before 5. Oh, no. All right. All right. My reader. Who is that?
So the lesson notes in addition, subtraction, multiplication, dividing integers, and rational numbers. Today's scholars will review how to solve multi-step problems involving addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of integers, and rational numbers, and apply to the real world situations. This is the beginning of 7th grade math. Please refer to the chart below to assist you to become familiar with the rules. Integer rules. Addition. Like signs. Use common signs. -4 plus -6 equals -10. Different signs. Subtract and use signs of higher number. 5 plus -2 equals 3. Multiplication. Positive times positive equals positive. Negative times negative equals positive. Positive times negative equals negative. Negative times positive equals negative. And subtraction. We write by adding the opposite, then follow the rules for addition. -5 minus +3 equals -5 plus -3 equals -8. Division. Positive divided by positive equals positive. Negative divided by negative equals positive. Positive divided by negative equals negative. Negative divided by positive equals negative.
Awesome. So remember to make the edits that Demelisa made that are in the red squares. I'm multiplying and dividing. So real quick, I just want to reiterate, that means repeat it again, that when you are adding and the signs are the same, you keep that sign and you add. When the signs are different, you keep the sign of the higher number and subtract. When you are subtracting, you're going to turn every subtraction integer into an addition sentence and use keep, change. When you are multiplying, the same signs are going to give me a positive number and different signs are going to give me negative. Those are what you need to do. Those corrections should have been made at this point. If you notice, this is what we've been working with for the last, I think, 4 weeks at this point. Okay, let's get right to business. Problem 1, who's my reader? I believe it's Zachariah. This is why I need to see your faces because I cannot unmute you. Zach, I don't know where you went.
It's Daniela.
Okay, Zachariah.
It's Esther.
Oh, it's Esther for number 1?
Daniela.
Oh, Daniela? Okay. Okay.
No, in the chat it says reader, Aiden V, number 1, Esther.
All right, so then Aiden Burnell has to do then number 1 because Esther read for us. Thank you. Aiden Burnell, can you read me problem 1, sir?
Okay. Mr. Blau has some money in his wallet. He pays the babysitter $12 an hour for 4 hours of babysitting. His wife gives him $10 and he puts the money in his wallet. By how much does the amount in his wallet change?
All right, so let's look at this. And Esther, you can come off to help out. All right. If Mr. Blau pays $12 an hour, right? You have a babysitter, and every hour the babysitter's there, it's $12, and they babysit for 4 hours. How much money is that? What do we do?
Okay, so he pays the babysitter $12 an hour for 4 hours of babysitting. So we
What operation, Aiden or Esther? What are we going to do with the 12 and the 4 to figure out the total he pays?
we multiply.
So 12 times 4. And $12 is per hour. I want you to write this down. Hey, stop that. Per hour, which also means each or every. There's a lot of commotion in the background. Times 4 hours of work for the babysitter. So how much money does Mr. Blau now pay his sitter? You're going to do multiplication, right? Right? So Mr. Blau, we're not done yet, pays the babysitter how much money? Either Aiden or Esther.
It's 48.
$48 for 4 hours of work. Now, his wife gives him $10 and puts the money in his wallet. So Mrs. Blau gives him $10. So he pays 48, and now he gets $10 from her. How much does this amount change in his wallet?
By $10.
Think about it.
Positive $10.
He has $48 in his wallet because that's what he has to pay the sitter, right? Right? And now his wife gives him $10. So how much money does the amount in his wallet change by? How are you going to show that? Let's set that up.
Oh, okay, maybe negative 48 plus positive 10.
And why is it negative?
Because he still owes it to the babysitter.
So the negative 48 is what he has to owe. He has to pay the babysitter, right?
Yeah.
You said plus positive 10, Esther,
Yes.
equals
It's 38, negative 38.
so technically after his wife gives him the $10, like he had the 48, but now he has $38 in the wallet. Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I don't know who this phone number is, but we'll find out who this number is. So, all right. So does everyone got that?
Yes.
All right. Does everyone agree with that though?
Yes.
Don't just say yes. If you disagree, just tell me.
Not so sure myself.
Well, let's see. Let's hear from somebody else before I say the final solution. Chris, what do you think? Do you agree with this? Disagree? What are your thoughts, Chris? Unmute yourself. This is what Esther said.
Agree.
You what?
I agree.
Why do you agree?
Sorry, Riri.
Okay. No problem.
It says he pays the babysitter, so 12 should be a negative for 4 hours of babysitting. So it should be negative 12 times 4, which is negative 48.
Mm-hmm.
So if his wife gives him $10, then it should be negative 48 plus $10. and that should be negative $38.
So now, oh, it got cold in my house with central air on. Okay, so we're gonna say now, we're gonna rewrite this now into a text box, and we're gonna use the purple. I'm gonna say answer. Mr. Blouse amount. How much does the amount in his wallet change? The amount in Mr. Blouse's wallet, okay. Mr. Blouse, oops. Mr. Blouse amount changes by negative 38 in his wallet. Please make sure you write that. I'm going to give you guys another 15 seconds. Eden, I took a picture just in case. I'm going to text your mom, Eden, so she has it. Let me just open it up. I'm going to give you another 5, 4, 3, 2. Aiden, I texted your mom, so don't worry if you don't get it down, okay, Aiden Brunel? All right, we're gonna erase it now. Demi,
You
can you,
shouldn't do that because I already have it.
okay, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Go back on mute, sir. Thanks, bud. All right. All right. The next reader for number 2, Esther. Who's the reader for number 2?
Daniela.
Daniela, let's go. Read me number 2, please. Daniela? Daniela, can you read this, please? Anthony S., can you read this then? Because I don't know what's going on with Daniela's phone.
Yeah. Working together, 6 friends picked 4 2/5 pounds of pecans at a pecan farm. They divided the pecans equally among themselves. How many pounds does each friend get?
All right, this one's pretty simple. It may be tricky because of the decimals, but I'm pretty sure Anthony and the rest of you guys can figure this out. So Anthony, let's look at this. We want to convert 2/5 into a decimal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to divide 2 by 5, Anthony. So
10.
2 divided by 5 is not 10. It's what? Can you see the screen? Can you see what I wrote? We want to divide 2 by 5. 2 divided by 5 is actually 0.4, 0.40, right? Yes? We want to convert, yes, right, Anthony? We want to convert 2/5 to a decimal, which is 0.40. So now, Anthony, how do I put 14 and 2/5 as a decimal? What does that look like?
14.40.
Beautiful. So 14, and we're going to write 2/5 is equal to 14.40. Now, as a decimal. I know it sounds redundant, but if you do it this way, I promise you always get them right. Now let's look here. All right, let's look at what we got. How many friends were there, Anthony?
6.
So what are we going to do with the 14, 40, and 6 if we divide the pecans, which is a type of nut, evenly? Keyword divide. What operation?
Division.
Good. 14, 40 divided by 6 is going to equal how many pounds? It's going to equal the number, the number of pounds that each friend receives. So the number of pounds that each friend receives. So So now, Anthony, we're almost there. We got 2 more steps to do. We got to come up with the answer, and then we got to restate what we found, right? So now, Anthony, we divide 1440 divided by 6. Anthony, what did you arrive at?
2.4.
2.4, 2.40. Now we're going to answer the question. How many pounds does each friend get? Can you read that? So can you tell me what this 2 represents or shows, kiddo?
The answer shows
Look at the question. Look at the question.
D.
Okay. So the answer would be 2.40, which is answer choice D. So we're going to write this explanation. We're going to write, how many pounds does each friend get? Each friend will, instead of saying get, I'm going to say receive. Each friend will, it sounds better, will receive will receive 2 and 2, I'm going to say 2.40 pounds of pecans, which is the same as, it's not going to let me write it as a fraction. I'm going to try my best. Okay? 2 and 2/5, like that. I'm going to try to do it like this. That way you can all see it. Just give me a second to maneuver it. That might be a little bit better for you to see. So D, so that means we are going to pick choice D, and we can say that there's no way to get 20 and 2/5. We don't get 8 and 2/5, and we do not get 2 and 3/5. Okay. Esther, can you tell us who's got number 3?
Jasmine.
Okay, you're going to be my little helper here. All right, Jasmine, don't read just yet. Give everyone another minute because they're still copying. Okay, but make sure you're unmuted, Jazz. So, real quick, you have to convert 2/5 to a decimal by dividing, because remember, every fraction can get turned into a decimal. So you're going to divide 2 by 5 and you get 0.40. So 14 and 2/5 is the same as 14.40. You take that 14.40, divide by 6, and you arrive at 2.4, which is the same as 2/5. So what that is saying is if you had a test, for example, and there were 5 questions, each question's out of 20 points. The whole test is 100, but each question would be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's what that is saying. Okay, so now we got 28 folks on. Pretty good for a Friday at 8 a.m. All right, let's erase this at this point. Here we go. Let's erase this. All right, let's move on now to page 4. All right, Jasmine, you're up. Whenever you're ready, kiddo.
Esther is going to use 6 1/3 yards of material to make 2 dresses. The large dress requires 3 2/3 yards of material. How much material will Esther have left to use on the smaller dress?
So what do we got to do when we have a fraction? We have to convert it to a
decimal.
Excellent. Someone's been paying attention. No? All right, Jazz. So let's convert. We're going to convert 1/3 to a decimal. We're going to divide 1 by 3. We're going to get a repeating decimal, which is equal to what? Give me 2 places. 0. What?
83.
0.33. So now 6 and 1/3. So 6 and 1/3 is what is a fraction?
6.33.
Okay, so we got that part, which represents, this is actually the larger, oh no, this is, he's going to use 6 and 1/3 materials to make dresses. Okay, this is to make the dresses. So that's that part. Now, I'm gonna see if I can write the text box on the other side here. I don't know if it's gonna let me. All right, so now, Jasmine, 2/3. We want to convert 2/3 to a decimal. Convert, it's not gonna work here, so let me undo that. Let me write it over here then. So we're gonna do here, we are going to change this and use blue. So we are now going to convert 2/3 to a decimal. So we're gonna divide 2 by 3, Jasmine. What do we get?
What happened?
2 divided by 3.
Oh, 0.66.
Right, and it's going to keep going on, 0.6666666667, or 1/3 is 0.33333333. It's a repeating decimal, it keeps going on. So now we can say that if we had to write 3 2/3 as a decimal, Jasmine, what would that equal?
3.66.
Right, 3.66 represents the larger dress. So now we need to know what is the operation that we're going to do. Left. Keyword is left. What operation is that, Jasmine?
Subtract.
Subtraction. Excellent job. So we're going to write this in purple. We're going to write subtraction. We're now going to figure out the number sentence. I'm going to actually do pink here so it's different colors because, you know, it kind of attracts your attention. The number sentence, Jasmine, what is it going to look like? What am I taking from each other? What from what? Give it to me as a decimal.
6.33 take away 3.66.
I think it's supposed to be 6.33 minus 3.66 is going to equal the material for the smaller dress. Okay, Jasmine, you got a calculator? So help us out. Well, what is now the difference of 6.33 minus 3.66, kiddo?
What happened? My bad.
What is 6.33 minus 3.66, kiddo?
Just a second.
2 point what?
2.67.
2 2/3 yards left to use on the smaller dress. So Jasmine, 2.67 is the same as 2 2/3. So therefore, what answer is correct? A, B, C, or D on this paper?
C.
Please write that down. Lovely sixth graders with the 27 students that showed up at 8 a.m. today. Does everyone understand what we did here? Anytime you see a fraction, you have to convert it into a decimal, guys. It makes your life so much easier because it's very difficult to deal with fractions. And you're going to be having a calculator. So when you get to 7th grade, they're going to show you the ABC button on how to translate a fraction to a decimal and a decimal to a fraction by using the ABC button. You'll see what I mean when you go to 7th grade. When you're in school, they're going to show you. Okay? You physically still got to show your work, but you got that calculator to ensure you always get the correct answer. Questions? Esther, who's got number 4?
Sarai.
All right, I'm erasing it now. I'm going to start with the annotation. Sarai, you're up. All right, let's go see where Sarai is at. I need to see your faces because it's very difficult when I don't see a face and people still got cameras off. Sarai, can you show your face and please read problem 4 for us, young lady? Come on, we're almost there.
Cal ate 1/3 of a pizza and Leanne ate 1/5 of a pizza. How much pizza did they eat in all? You find the LCD?
Do you know what the LCD is?
No.
The least common denominator. You do know, maybe you learned it as maybe you learned it as the common denominator in the younger grades, maybe, but I'm pretty sure you can do this. So please annotate what I have. I'm just annotating here, eat and all. So clearly, we know we have to add because in all means add, but we got to find the LCD. So to find the LCD, the least common denominator, we're going to look at the denominators, which are 3 and 5. So we're going to list all the numbers and count. We're going to skip count. We're going to find the multiples of 3. Sadi, give me the multiples of 3. 3.
3, 6,
So we're going to do the LCM of 3. Okay, so 3, 6, keep going.
9,
Mm-hmm.
12,
Mm-hmm.
8,
Good.
21.
Okay, good. 18, 24. Now we're going to do the LCM of, what's the other fraction on the denominator? 5. Give me the LCD of 5, LCM of 5. 5.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go up to 35. I'll go up to 30. All right. What is the LCM of 3 and 5? What is the least common multiple of 3 and 5?
15.
Right. If you look, 15 is what's shared. So we're going to say that the LCM of 3 and 5 is equal to 15. Okay, that's really what it is. That's really what you had to do there. That's the first part. So now we're going to go on the bottom. I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it pink. So now, if we have 1/3, and we want the denominator to be of 15, right? 1/3, and we want the denominator, which is the bottom number. I can't spell today. Denominator to be 15. How do I go from 3 to 15, Sarai? So 1/3, right? And I need the bottom number to be 15. So look, how do I go from 3 to 15, Sarai? I times by 5, right? So if I multiply the denominator by 5 and multiply the numerator by 5, whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top, and vice versa. So now 5/15 is the same as 1/3. So that is the new fraction. Now, we're going to go take care of the other one. So this one actually represents Nikel. So this first one that we just did is Nikel in pink. Oops, you're going to have to wait. Nikel is in pink. Yes? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. Now, oops, I'm going to have to, hold on a minute. I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, so now let me go omit this person before they drive me crazy. All right. So now we're going to now go take care of, and we are now going to go take care of lovely, who's the other lovely student that was in here? Leanne. We're going to go take care of Leanne. We're going to do Leanne in purple. Leanne. So now we have 1/5, Sarai. So we want the denominator to be 15, right? Because that's the LCM. So the denominator to be 15 for Leanne. So we're at 1, and we want to get to 15. How do we get there?
15 times.
Yes. Actually, sorry. We were at 1, we want to get to 5. My mistake. You were right, it was 15. So how do I go from 1 to 5?
5 times.
Good. Now, we're at 5, and we want to go to 15. How do we get there?
3 times.
Good. Pretty simple, right? You know this. Maybe you learned it a different way, but this is the way that I showed it when I taught the elementary school. So now, wait a minute. Oh, this should be 3 here. Yeah, 3, my mistake. Okay, so now our new fractions are 5 over 15 and 3 over 15. Because you can't add a fraction when the denominators are different, when they're unlike. They have to be the same in order for you to add. So now, the operation is going to be addition, and we're going to add 5 over 15, because those are the conversions, plus 3 over 15 to get the amount. So now let's do that, Sadahi. Help us out. Answer. 5 over 15 plus 3 over 15. Now when you add your fractions, we know the denominators are going to be 15, right, Sadahi? When they're the same, we just keep it and add, right? So 8 is the numerators. 5 plus 3 is 8 over 15. So now what this is saying is that how much pizza did they eat in all? They, or you can say, instead of saying they, we'll specify. Michelle and Leanne ate 8/15 of the pizza, which is what answer, Sarai? Sarai? We're going to pick D, right, as in dog. A is wrong, B is wrong, C is wrong. So the answer would be D. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then wait another second because people are still writing. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we're almost there. I'm gonna go hit the erase button now. All right, who's reading next, Esther?
Zachariah.
Wait a minute. Whoever has that noise, kindly can you just mute yourself because it's very hard to hear who's reading. Okay, because I got some students on here that need it to be really silent. All right, Zachariah, page 5, then we have the exit ticket and we're done.
Analyzing relationships. For 2 months, Nell feeds her cat diet. Shows brand cat food. Then for the next 2 months, she feeds her kitty diet brand cat food. The table shows the cat change in weight over 4 months. Diet chow month 1, -8 pounds. Diet chow month 2, -18. Kitty diet month 3, 3 pounds. Kitty diet month 4, -19. What brand of cat food resulted in the greatest weight loss for Nell's cat? Explain.
All right, so Zach, we want to figure out, did the diet chow or the kitty diet have the greatest weight loss? So let's figure out the difference from diet chow. So how much did the cat lose on month 1 of diet chow? It's in purple on the board.
-8 and -18.
So what are we going to do with the -8 and the -18? Are we going to add or subtract to find out the difference in weight they lost?
Add.
Add. So Zach, help me out. What do we do when the signs are the same, kiddo?
you add them.
Right. So this is going to get negative 26. So that means in the diet chow, the cat lost how much weight? Negative 26 what?
Negative 26 pounds.
Okay, so now let's go do the other side, which is, oops, the pounds went away. Pounds, which is also LBS. Let's go figure out the diet, the kitty cat diet. I'm going to do that one on this side. So I'm going to do this one in red. So now this is actually going to be called the kitty diet. So what was month 3's weight? How much did the cat gain or lose?
He gained 3 pounds.
So gain 3 added to what was weight 4's weight?
And then he lost 19.
So now what is the difference?
So the difference is if you have negative 19 plus negative 3.
It's not negative 3, it's positive 3. Remember you said he gained.
He gained 3 pounds. And then he lost 19.
So how much is it? The signs are different, so we keep the sign of the higher number and subtract. So it'll be negative 16 pounds, yes?
Yes.
So now my question to you, Zach, is going back to the question. It says, which brand of cat food resulted in the greatest weight loss for Neil's cat? Which diet did the cat lose more? The diet chow or the kitty cat diet?
Chow.
Why? Zachariah, why?
Because in month 1 he lost negative 8, and in month 2 he lost negative 18. So if you add month 1 and 2, you'll get negative 26 pounds. And kitty diet, he gained 3 and he lost 19. And if you add that up, you'll get negative 16.
Okay, so let's write this down. Where the kitty cat diet, I'm just gonna write this because the cat lost 26 pounds, that's it. So the greatest weight loss was on diet, the greatest weight loss was on diet chow because the cat lost 26 pounds. In the kitty cat diet, it only lost 16 pounds. We're gonna now move on to the exit ticket after we do B. B, we kind of already answered because it says, how much weight did Neil's cat lose on diet chow? It's right here. So we're going to write over here, we're going to make a text box. Actually, I'm going to make an arrow that says this. Watch what I'm doing because we kind of already answered B. In case your family is wondering that this is answer B. Is 26 pounds. So you can kind of just write what I did here.
Negative 26.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Let me just get the blue pen. So this would be negative 26 pounds. All right, because you already answered B. We did A and B together. So you can kind of make the arrow and do what I did here. If you want to look at this part. Okay, something like that. We already answered. Mute yourself right now, please. We got the exit ticket. There's an extension problem, but you're going to do that on your own. I'm not doing that one with you. We'll move on in 3, in 2, in 1. I'm going to move on now to page 8. Okay, let's erase this. All right, that's 2 problems. Esther, who's reading the first exit ticket? Who was that, Esther?
Carlton.
Carlton, Where you at, Carlton? Carlton, Brian, where you at? Carlton?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Can you read problem 1 right on my board, sir?
A submarine is 50 meters below sea level. It goes up 15 meters, then goes down 40 meters. What is the submarine's new position relative to sea level?
All right, we kind of did this question yesterday. I'm sorry it's a repeat. Well, we're going to do it again, Carlton. It says draw a number line. We don't have room to do that. So, Carlton, 50, thanks you, Demi. 50 meters below is what kind of integer, Carlton? Positive or negative?
That is negative.
Excellent, Carlton. Carlton, if you go up 15 meters up, what kind of integer is that?
Positive.
Good. So please write these words down. Now it says it goes down. You go, so we're going to go down 40 meters down. What kind of integer, Carlton?
Negative.
Good, Carlton. Now, Carlton, what am I going to do with these numbers to find out the position? Am I going to add or subtract them? What makes the most sense, kiddo?
You add.
Add them up. Good job, Carlton. Let's write that down here. So, Carlton, let's do this in orange. So, answer. We're going to do negative 50, right? Plus 15 plus negative 40. Now, Carlton, would you like to add the negatives or the positives first? What makes sense to you?
The negative first.
Okay, so negative 50 plus negative 40 is how much, kiddo?
Negative 90.
Good job, Carlton, you're on fire. Negative 90 plus positive 15. Keep the sign of a higher number and subtract. Go.
I know the answer.
Negative 90 plus 15 equals negative 75.
Excellent job. Negative 75 meters, which is answer choice B. Good job, Carlton. You're going to pick. Make sure you do this on the exit ticket. Good, Demi. Perfect number line. And I have to add a number here, so this would be actually on question 2 when we get there in a minute. There is no assessment today. It's just an exit ticket because it's the end of the quarter. Okay, I'm going to erase it now. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, 1, because I'm going to need the space for the next problem, and I have to add something to it. All right, so on here, we have to add the number 3. So let me go take the pen and add a number 3 there. Everyone add in 3 there, okay? Demi, what you're going to do for me, Demi, is you're going to draw a triangle, very small, and label the 3 sides for me. Who's reading problem 2, Esther? Who's the reader?
Me.
Demi.
Demi. Oh, but Demi's kind of drawing. Demi, can you read it, or do you want someone else to do it for you?
No, it's Angelina.
I have to read it.
Angelina.
All right, Angelina, you could read it.
A triangle has sides with lengths of 2x minus 7, 5x and 2x minus 2. What is the perimeter of the triangle? Hey, you must try and label the 3 sides of the triangle. You will have to combine the like terms and use the integer rule.
Okay. So first of all, how do we find the perimeter, Angelina? Do we add or subtract? Add or multiply?
Multiply.
No, for perimeter?
I mean,
Add. Perimeter. I'm going to put perimeter. P. What are we going to add, Angelina? What are the 3 sides of this triangle? Demi, go right the other side for me, please. The 5x minus 3, Demi. What are the 3 sides, Angelina?
2x.
2x minus 7. What's the next one? You just read it.
2x minus 7, 5x minus, and 2x minus 2.
Now, I want to put together what's the same. So for perimeter, P, we have 2x, 5x, and 2x. How many x's is that?
3.
2 plus 5 plus 2 is how much? Any ideas? 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9, folks. Then we're going to do perimeter. P. We're now going to do -7. We're going to put it in parentheses. Remember? We're adding because perimeter means add. -3. Angelina, I'm going to need your help. Plus -2. Signs are the same. I keep the sign and add. 7 plus 3 plus 2, Angelina. Help me out. 12, -12. So we're going to pick A. A would be your answer. Right? Because look, here and here. 9x, -12x, it matches choice A. That is your final answer to the question. Now, does anyone have any other last-minute questions about anything we just did today?
No.
Because like I said earlier, today is the last live Zoom class for all of your classes because tomorrow, Monday, you're going to come at 8 to take your iReady assessment to show how amazing you can read and write. And then Tuesday, you're going to come back at 8 o'clock, let me finish, to do your math iReady assessment. Reminder, all the work is due today by 5 p.m., the latest for both math and ELA. I am not accepting work past 5 o'clock. iReady will be available for you over the summer. For those of you that don't have to attend Summer Academy for math or ELA, you will be expected to complete iReady. That way you don't lose all the hard work you put in. Like I mentioned in the very beginning of the lesson, it has not been easy with what we have been dealing with, but I commend and compliment you all each and every single day for showing up and giving it your best given the situations that we have, because it is not the same in the classroom and it's harder. It's not easy. And we really appreciate each and every single one of you for doing what you need to do. And I need you to keep that up, and I want you to understand that we are all here for you over the summer if you need anything. I will be having iReady work up, so you are expected to complete that over the summer. It's 1 hour a day. That way you don't lose the skills that you worked on, because we worked really hard to grow this year as mathematicians.